the archer, a lot of it's mental, how you perform under the pressure. But, you know, little tuning tricks and things with the bows, every little thing helps too,
So here we go then, into the men's team competition. 2 more matches for you this morning. And we're looking at the compound men's team bronze medal final. And this will be 2 fine teams who shot fantastically all week. And joining us on the shooting line, first of all, in their pink uniforms, is the team of India, ranked number 4 in the world, and qualifying in 6th place for the competition this week. Abhishek, Verma, Chinna, Raju, Srither and Gurwinder Singh are the archers on target 2, representing India in this bronze medal match. They look very relaxed.
yeah, definitely comfortable and out there to have some fun.
And here are their opponents, the Frenchmen in their white uniforms. Joining us on the field of play here, Fabien, Delobelle, Dominique, Genet and Pierre-Julien Deloche are the French team. Genet at 48 is the oldest archer in the competition, I think. So plenty of experience in the French team.
Definitely, they look very calm and ready to do their job, and they know what they're doing.
They do, and the judge for this match, indicating that France will shoot first, is Shahzad Al-Ari. And the buzzer goes. It will be the French archers who will get us underway. A bronze medal at stake in the beautiful surroundings of Antalya, Turkey. And Deloche, a former world number 1, 10. Opens up with a 10. That's kind of what you expect from him, isn't it? You know, he's a very cool customer, isn't he? So Genet, the first of his arrows.
9.
And a 9 for him. And Delobelle with his first arrow.
10.
And a 10 for him as well. So 29 points. And the French will be happy with that opening, won't they?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So Srither of India to begin.
10.
And a 10. Difficult to get much more dead center
Like
than
that was perfect.
I'd be happy with a few more of those over the course of this match. As Gurwinder Singh takes it up. Away his arrow goes, and that's a 9. On the line between the 8 and 9, but you hit the line, you get the point.
Definitely. I mean, 9's a 9. Doesn't matter how close or far it is from that 10 ring.
You'll take it, that's for sure. So, Abhishek, Verma. That's the final arrow, and a 9 for him. So 28 plays 29. Just a point in it, but very early stages. Yeah, difficult to draw any conclusions. Another 10 for France. So both the first 2 French archers shooting with sunglasses, actually. That's the first time we've seen that out here on the finals field. You said that's something you do sometimes.
In between, I've never shot with them, but I've seen a lot of people have used different shooting glasses and sunglasses to help cut that glare, especially with that blue carpet that we were talking about. It's pretty bright out there.
Right. Another 10 for France. 2 X's in that group of 6 arrows, only dropping a point, 59 from their first end.
Allez, tiens, c'est ma tournée, ouais.
So it'll be down to India. They need maximums, really, just to keep the lead at 1. And it slips a little bit further back with a 9. Singh with a 10. Happy with that shot. So a 10 from Verma will keep the lead at 2. And it's a 9. So a 3-point advantage to the men from France after the first 6 arrows. Both teams settling themselves down. So Danielle, have you got a pick for this match based on what you've just seen?
I mean, they're both shooting good. They all can shoot 10s. We've seen that they got to this point, but I know the confidence now is with France.
Ouais, bah, elle a des problèmes de doigts.
Again, the margin's very slim. What's interesting is that France are ranked 6th in the world, and they qualified in 4th place for this competition. But the Indians, ranked 4 in the world, qualified 6th for this competition, so their training blows a little bit.
Dominique, 48 years of age. We do remember his stellar performance in Mexico City as well at the World Cup final, where he walked away with a beautiful, shiny.
See the wind really tugging at the flags around that you can see in the screen there, so it's still a factor for these archers.
Definitely, it's always a factor, and it's whether you're supposed to aim off or stay aiming center, and every shot is different out here, so something to always think about.
Beautiful environment to shoot in, but challenging too. And the challenge is all with India behind by 3, so they get us underway in the second end of this competition. Srither with the next arrow for the Indian team. And it is a 10. All in the goal for him so far in this match. Singh, the youngest of the trio at 22, in the middle.
9.
And a 9 for him. And another 9 for India. 28 points with their first 3 arrows, taking them to 84. That's still enough at this stage, isn't it? You know, they're still in touch.
It's still good shooting, but at this point, sometimes you need those extra 10s to make up for the points.
9
for Deloche with his first arrow of this end. Genet in the middle. Very serious expression on his face.
9
for him. So Delobelle here. 10 for him. So 28 each for both teams. So the lead stays at 3, 87 to 84. And now 3 more arrows for India. Verma with another X10.
Those are the shots you want right now, for sure.
So this is Verma now. And his teammates put a little bit of pressure on him, actually. And he's happy to oblige. So that's 10 for him to 58. Only dropping 2 points with their 6 arrows there, 114. So France happy to play with the order of their archers, actually. So that's Delobelle finishing one set of 3 and starting the next. That's tactically quite different to what we've seen already this morning.
I've seen it a couple times previously, but yeah, it's different than a lot of the teams we've seen. It puts him starting him off strong and then finishing in case there's any of that time.
9
for Genet. Still a fist bump though. And Deloche at full draw, aiming at the target 50 meters away. Remember, only 12 centimeters in diameter.
9.
And it's a 9 for him. So 55 for the Frenchman and 58 for the Indians, which means they've leveled the match up, 114 points each.
Yeah, just like that, it's even, and now we don't know what to expect. It could go either way.
The halfway point of the match, yeah. And, again, you've made this point, and it's a good one. You know, if you're on this stage, you're here for a reason. You've earned this spot. You're one of the top archers in the world. This is the very elite level of this sport, isn't it? So none of these archers are going to be happy with anything less than 9 to 10.
At this point, they probably aren't too happy with 9s either, because those 9s are the difference between winning and losing right now. We haven't seen anything outside the goal.
That's true.
27 years of age, currently ranked world number 12.
I feel for the coaches sometimes in these situations. You know, you've done everything you can. You've just got to stand there and watch your guys shoot the arrows. You know they can do it.
It's hard. You want them to do it so bad, and then if they don't, you're like, all right, let's do it again, and keeping the archers happy. But when they do, it's a great feeling because, you know, the coach helped them get to that point. And
it's interesting to see the respect between the two teams as well, though, on the line. Yeah, it'd be very easy to get carried away and punching the air and making a load of noise that might put your opponent off, but they just don't do that.
No, you don't see too much of that. Sometimes the crowd plays a factor in that, you know, being loud for one team versus the other, but here it hasn't been too bad. It's very respectful.
Okay, so as we've seen from France in this match, Deloche finished off the last end and he's starting up the next one, maybe just to give him a little bit of continuity between shots, perhaps.
Right.
10. Took a little while to frame that one up, didn't it? Genet consistently in the middle of the 3 shooting this morning.
9.
And a 9 for him. Just a little bit of information from the French coach there, just saying, you know, that went a little bit to the right.
Right, but it was just barely out, so yeah, it could have still been a good shot. So that might be a sight movement or wind adjustment.
Aiming there with a little bubble in the sight. Just very quickly, just explain how you use that to get the shot that you want.
The little bubble in the sight, sometimes you just want to make sure it's in the center every time, and different archers do different things. So if it's windy, they might adjust that bubble and lean it one way or another, and that'll direct the arrow in different directions. But I know for me personally, I just want to make sure it's always in the center, and I'll aim off on the target accordingly if I need to.
India, another 10 for them, and some high fives amongst the team members.
They get very happy and excited. It's fun to see.
Nine.
And a 9 for Verma. A little rueful smile from him, actually, as he walks back to the line. And it's still all square, 143 points each. Back we come to the French team.
10.
And a 10 from Delobelle. something slightly more inscrutable about the French team, isn't there? They don't give very much away. You know, there's not a lot of
very serious.
Yeah, yeah. Nine from Genet. And here is Deloche. His blue glasses shielding his eyes from the glare of the Turkish sun. Down the arrow goes. An X10 right in the centre of the target. 58 points for France, 172 is their total. Srither now for India. His arrows away. They all go back to the coach, don't they? They all go back to the coach just for that little bit of reassurance.
Yep.
Like a parent.
Look, I did it.
A 9 there for Singh. There's no bad shots here. They're just shots in the context of the match, aren't they? What you need versus what the other guy is getting.
Exactly.
There we go, France, a little lead now, 1 point after the third end of action here. So I think we always knew this match was going to be close, given how evenly matched the teams are.
Right, and their rankings are close, so but you saw the other ones were even closer, and it was not what we expected. So
I mean, we haven't seen a shoot-off yet this morning, but and those, you know, those can be very exciting because the whole match then boils down to 3 arrows, doesn't it? But I mean, you think we're in? We could be in shoot-off territory here.
I hope so. They probably don't, but.
The crowd's starting to get behind these teams now, actually. I think it takes a little bit of a while for the crowd to warm up, doesn't it? But now they know they're seeing something special. They're getting into it a bit.
Yeah, they're all waking up and excited to watch. And this is definitely a good match.
So 172 plays 171.
Chinna, Raju, Srither, and Abhishek Verma will shoot first on target number 2.
The Indian team on target number 2, the French team on target number 1. So the French, who defeated Russia in the quarterfinals and then lost out to the USA, who we'll see next in the next match, against India here, who are shooting on target number 2, and they're back with Srither. Oh no, that's Verma actually. They've swapped their order again. So a little bit of order swapping going on in this, which is different to what we've seen in the women's matches earlier on.
Whatever it takes to get that arrow in the middle sometimes, switch it up.
Perhaps when you're playing catch-up, you just want someone to land a 10 for you, don't you? That's what you need. And there is one. Srither with a 10, 19 points for India. 190 their total so far. Gurwinder Singh, ranked 47 in the world.
Nine
for him. He's going to be happy with his contribution. He's played his part, hasn't he? So back to Deloche, age 35, ranked 21 in the world, although it has been as high as 10 in the as high as 1 in the past. Very calm and still. Away his arrow goes, slightly taken up north and to the right there, maybe by the wind perhaps.
It's
it felt like it.
Yeah, he didn't look too disappointed, so it could have just been a little wind.
We can feel the wind ourselves just blowing gently through the commentary position, can't you? And actually,
which is nice to cool us down for sure.
8
there from Genet, the first time the French have been out of the gold. Could that be a factor? Because their lead is very slim still. Here's Delobelle, the lowest ranked archer on the field at the moment, at 85, but it doesn't matter. He's landed a 10, which is what the French needed because they were in danger of losing their lead, but as it is, it's 199 each.
It's almost a shoot-off. It all comes down to the last 3.
You're right. 3 arrows to decide it. 9 for India. Relief, probably. Don't have to do any more potentially in this match. I've done all I can. Singh with his last arrow.
9.
And it's a 9. So 2 9s. French maybe feeling they've got a chance now.
Kind of opens the door a little bit for him, but still not bad shooting.
So Verma, who's shot very, very well all match away and ends up with a 10. 56 from a possible 60 for India, 227 for them. And here are France. A 10 for Delobelle. From Genet, a little bit of relief from him after the 8 with the last arrow. So a 9 to win, a 9 to take the bronze medal for Pierre-Julien Deloche. He's had many medals hung around his neck in his long career. And it is a 9 for France, a 9 for Deloche, and it will be France who take the bronze medal here in the compound men's team event at the 2017 Hyundai Archery World Cup, stage 2 here in Antalya, Turkey, and high fives all round. So it takes a bronze medal win to get the Frenchmen out of their shell, doesn't it?
I was going to say, that's the most excited we've seen them all match, so that's good that they actually, I was a little worried they were just always that way.
Yeah, I guess.
No, they're very happy. The coach is so happy for them, you can see.
So, I mean, I guess you'd be, in a narrow match like that, you'd almost be relieved, I suppose, that you've done the job.
Right.
A little bit of chat now between the archers and their coach. You know, even now, are you talking about the arrows that you shot, maybe, and you're saying, oh, you know, that one, I just pulled it, or I just took it one way or the other?
You try not to think about what's going on during the match, but afterwards, that's kind of when you think back and are like, what can I do better? What did I do well? And
so congratulations to France. They leave the field. They'll be back later on for the medal ceremony where they'll be presented with the bronze medals, and well done as well to India. They shot fantastically, very consistently, both teams. But in the end, probably just the greater experience of France just being the difference between the two.